not everything in life is gonna go well. And some of us haven't mentally prepared for that. So, yeah, I guess trigger warning as well. I really wanted to talk about this because I need to hear it as well. So, it's like a part of me is going to listen to this, whether she likes it or not, and she has to hear it. If I'm posting at this time, I do not usually do this. I should be sleeping, so I'm making a video instead, fun. But I feel inspired and I take my vibrations very seriously. So whenever I feel a certain emotion and I think of a topic, I'm like, there is no better time than now. We take losing as that's it. Life's over. Bye. Boo. You know what I'm saying? But very few of us think of it as a redirection. Maybe I'm being protected from something. Maybe something better is coming my way. And while I do believe in the latter, during the moment, it sucks. Imagine just feeling like whatever you've done, it ain't working. And then eventually you realize that results do come, just not on your timeline. It's fine. Seriously. You're not a loser. You're not someone who's missing out. And I've actually been told by a lot of my viewers about similar topics that they feel left behind in life, that people their age is doing certain things, and sometimes you should be somewhere else. I just want to say that those are all societal notions. When you just understand that bluntly, we're all just gonna be buried like 6 foot under one day, it doesn't really give you that much to work with besides, okay, I'm on borrowed time. And I don't mean to scare anyone with something morbid, but it's actually quite peaceful for me because it makes me think no matter how much you have, we're all going to end up in the same place, which means that inherently we all have the same value. And yeah, I know we're thinking, oh, just buried 6 foot under, where's the value? It's the fact that we came from nothing and we'll go back with nothing. But that doesn't mean that our time here is just going to be wasted. Obviously, we make promising impacts to people's lives. At least we should strive to do that. The important thing I wanted to discuss most was to be okay with things not working out. And the reason why I said you're not a failure and stuff is because people always just commonly associate, okay, I'm a failure, I'm so bad at this, blah, blah. You can simply accept that something is not meant for you. It doesn't matter how many times you shoot for the moon. If it is never supposed to be a target to begin with, you will never claim it. Even if you wanted to go to the moon, and let's say that you weren't bound to reach it, maybe, sorry, but maybe the rocket will have some kind of accident on the way, or maybe your trip will be delayed or cancelled or something. But what's meant for you will reach you, and what's not meant for you will never reach you, no matter how far you go. And this isn't even religious, this is just life itself. I had to learn this the freaking hard way. So obviously, when my brain is so adjusted to something happening and it doesn't happen, it's like expecting a person. It's like expecting to meet a person every single day. And then suddenly that person is like, I'm not coming today. Or maybe not at this time, blah, blah. It's going to start feeling weird. And that's basically how it is for me. Some things are just not meant to be. And sometimes it's a lesson. And I think the hardest is when it's people. If you are really attached to someone, if you are really, really someone who had always been with someone in the past, and you suddenly realize things can't be the same, blah, blah, it's going to take a toll on you. It's going to be uncomfortable, but you have to do it. And at the same time, you just know that person is not meant for you. Maybe with a job or a career path, it's also going to be equally as painful. Maybe there's something you've always strived to do your whole life, and you realize it's just not meant for me. You might feel crushed. You might feel like this was it. You know, before I even started doing commentary videos, I did animated story times. I dedicated literally everything just to do that kind of medium. And yeah, I burnt out and I didn't even realize that this wasn't even my main niche. I wouldn't have known if I didn't try commentaries. But I could have just stayed in the comfortable route. Well, I was uncomfortable as hell because so many drawings, but comfortable as in what I knew. But I chose to try something different, and Before you realize it, I'm freaking 6 months. No, I'm 7 months into commentaries. Almost. Yeah, I think it's like early January I started doing it properly. I don't know. But it's crazy where time goes. But at the same time, it was really fulfilling as well. And I always say this, interestingly, I still don't know where this channel is going, okay? It's so random. You could see me talking about breaking my bed one day, and then you can just hear about me talking about your personal life and what to do. Crazy, crazy stuff. Also, if I sound like slurred and I don't know what I'm saying, it's true. I'm tired, but I need to make this video. Not because I'm forcing, but because I feel the aligned emotions. Unplanned, but that's the thing. Like, I really had to just interpret that it's okay to not have animated story times as a career. I still draw. I can still make merch. I can still draw characters and I don't know. When I say characters, I just mean Suzu. Occasionally fan art. But that's the thing. It's just, it doesn't have to be linked to what I initially thought. Like, animated story times is so tiring. You need so many drawings. But when I think about just drawing in general, it's calm because I'm like, it's the same thing essentially, except you're not doing it for the sake of a story. You're just doing it because you enjoy it. Just naturally, not for the sake of making a video. I mean, props to people who enjoy it for making a video. I find it hit or miss. But yeah. But then I learned that wasn't exactly what my answer was. I mean, if it is, maybe I'm just gonna have a love-hate relationship until I settle things out. If it's commentaries, then maybe it's commentaries. If it's not commentaries, I believe it's a stepping stone. And that's how I want you guys to see things. See things as a lesson. See things as this is a stepping stone. Kind of like before you get your real job, they want experience, right? Just see this as life giving you experience before you can get the main thing or the real deal. And when you start seeing things like that, you'll realize life was never against you. It actually teaches you stuff. It's just we don't look at it in a good perspective. Like, I could have looked at painful situations of the past as, oh, I'm so unlucky. This kind of stuff always happens to me. But instead, I just tell myself, you know what? I know I deserve better. I know it taught me something. I know I messed up, but I'm not going to make the same mistakes again. It's all about mentality. And that is something that people can control. I wasn't born with this mentality, by the way. So don't make excuses. So for anyone who is like, oh, I can never do this, trust, man. I was literally in crap station mode. I don't even know what the heck that word means. I just made it up. Wait, what the flip is crap station? I don't even speak like, okay, that's how you know I'm sleep deprived. No. I'm even jumping like someone who's sleep deprived. Whatever. I just think that that's what we need right now. We just need to know, like, life's not always gonna work out in our way, in our favor, but that's okay. It doesn't give you any validation. It shouldn't. And you should know that something else will open up for you. You can't go to a new door without closing a previous one. I know it's corny, but it's true. If you think about going through a new door, how the hell can you possibly go through that door that you're supposed to go through if you're, no offense, in the wrong door to begin with? That's the thing. The only way to do it is close it. And people take it as, oh, close the door, open. But you have to think about it this way. Closing a door is freaking painful. You're leaving everything from the past that you were once close to just go into something new. That ain't easy. That's freaking hard. But at the same time, it's what you need. And that is what growth is all about. When you meet people, when you want to get a job, when you want to do whatever you want to do in your life, when you want to think positively, for example, you have to challenge all of the depressed or intrusive thoughts version of yourself. It doesn't mean you're always going to be happy, but you do have to sacrifice certain types of thinking. Like, instead of thinking, oh, that's it, I'm pathetic, I can't do this, blah, blah, you can just say, you know what, it's okay, I did my best. Not an ideal situation. Yeah, okay, I wasn't the best person in this situation, but I'm not the worst. There's always worse out there. You know what I'm saying? That's a grounded and well-structured approach, because you're not beating yourself up, but you're also not like happy-go-lucky, where you're like, everything is okay. Hell freaking no. I come from a culture where people around me, this doesn't necessarily mean family, but just culture, where people around me think it's the end of the freaking planet. They're like, oh no, it's not working out. Oh, you did all of this. Oh, you're at this age, you're not doing this. Oh, 10 years down the line, you're still here. You know what I'm saying? So much stigma. And that's why you realize that only you can decide what's happening, what's blah blah. I'm telling you, yeah, I'm zooming in because it's serious talk again. If you can handle yourself, if you can ground yourself, you don't need anyone else, man. If you can just tell yourself, you know what, F this person's opinion, I'm the only one who decides. It's like once you grasp who you are and you're like, this is me, I don't care what anyone else says, that's how you know you're winning at life. Because you're not going to listen to anyone's BS. Like, how dare people talk to me about me when you don't even know what I'm going through? So that's just how I see it. So yeah, don't worry if you're behind. Don't worry if you're this. I'm not trying to BS you. I'm just saying it genuinely. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. But I know that there's a reason why we're like this. It's a sticky situation. And oftentimes people call this the messy middle. So when we start a race, people cheer for us. When we're in the middle, no offense, no one cares about us. People just kind of leave us stranded. But when you win, when you come to the end of the race, that's when people start to appear again. Messy middle is often the most loneliest stage ever. Do you ever notice when you watch the Olympics and they're starting the sprint, people are like cheering at the beginning, and then when they're right in the middle, like there's not really much cheering. There is, but if kind of quiets down. And then when someone strikes the finish line, that's when these people start cheering. That's because of life. That's how life is. There aren't many people who are going to stay with you during your messy middle. And that's where you have to do the most work. That's when you have to be present for yourself. No one's going to notice your hard work. And that's the hard truth. Like, no one's going to be able to say what you've done to achieve so-and-so. People are always going to think, oh, this person's a privilege. Oh, this person's a blah, blah. Like, people are always going to make up some excuse because they don't know where you came from. But you, at the end of the day, I know this sounds so corny, but you make yourself, boo. You do. You're literally just, you know what you've been through. You know what kind of things work for you. People like to yap. Not like me. I'm talking about the bad yapping. The type where they just judge and act like everything's just easy peasy lemon squeezy, but they're the part that is the lemon squeezy. I don't even know anymore. It's not even easy to squeeze actually, no, wait. Is it? Actually, no, it kind of is. Well, I want lemonade now. You just never know where you can go. You don't know what doors you can abandon to get new ones. I'm going to tell you one thing. If I kept doing the animated story times, I wouldn't be doing commentaries. It would have been time consuming. Like every single, like for animated story times, I would need at least a week to do like a 3-minute video. Crazy stuff. But that's the thing. I'd have to keep drawing every single day. I wouldn't have time for commentaries. I wouldn't have time to edit. So I had to leave that behind. And I'm not saying I'm just done with it. I'm so unpredictable, by the way. It's just understanding that it's okay to say goodbye to some things that don't serve you. Don't feel guilty for saying no. Let life just come to you, man. Just understand we only live once. So really ground that into your system. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't mean that it's a failure. It doesn't mean that something is quote unquote wrong. Like, yeah, okay, something could be an address for concern. Like, okay, fine, let's take a look at this. But nothing is wrong as in like, oh no, I'm a mistake. Oh, I've done something like so freaking bad. Everything, I believe, can be resolved. I mean, we live and we die. So everything that happens before we die is obviously like the things we worry about now. I really want you guys to appreciate things. And I am trying my best to also do the same. But that's the thing. It's really hard to accept that the answer can be no sometimes, even though it's more like not yet or it's a redirection. Just know that it doesn't mean anything to do with your capabilities. It just means no to this, something else will say yes to you. Because remember, you can't have two yeses at the same time. You might think, oh wow, what if you get a job that's really like, okay, meh paying, and you get one that's like good paying and you enjoy it? What if you get yeses for both? You won't be shuffling both or juggling both. That's the word. I can't even speak. So freaking late here. I don't know why. That's the thing. So some people told me I need to juggle animated story times and commentaries. I can't do that. Sorry. Oh yeah, and for the Q&A, guys. Yeah, I haven't edited it, but I've recorded it. It's a freaking long video. It's 40 minutes. 40, by the way. I do need to edit it. I think it's gonna be at least 25 to 30 minutes though. Crazy stuff. I somehow yapped for a Q&A video. I think we're a bit hopeless here, guys. Oh no. When I made my first video, okay, I'm sorry for the repetition. It wasn't good. But when you keep doing stuff, it gets easier. Like, I was not this confident. I wouldn't just talk about random stuff. I honestly wouldn't make a video at this time. I'm so unserious. I should be way more serious about stuff sometimes. Oh well. At least I'm grounded, as I say. Like this tree. See, be like this tree, guys. Random. I find a reference everywhere. This tree is like concreted to the ground, right? It's so stable, but it still provides these rich fruits. It's plentiful. So yeah, be someone who is an abundant being, someone who exudes abundance. It could be like those fruits could be a metaphor for love, could be for care, nourishment, etc. I'm weird. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, I'm gonna go sleep now. I'm talking too much. But yeah, just know that no does not mean you don't deserve it. Kind of no just means not yet. Sometimes wrong direction, but not like you are like wrong. It's like turn around, reconsider. So don't take the no's that personally. Like, believe me, when I see so many things like metrics, or when I see something that's so discouraging for me, even with making videos, I just remind myself, you know what? People see the value in my videos. People see the value in whatever. And honestly, it's something that really does get me. But yeah, if you enjoyed my yap sessions and stuff and my channel and whatever I stand for, I guess, please support my coffee page, and I've got merch in my description as well. So if you would like to check that out, go ahead. There are also some reviews there as well. And for anyone who wants to update me on the products that they got, thank you so much, by the way. You can just DM me on Instagram. And YouTube chat is a thing as well. So in some areas, it is available. So feel free to add me. Honestly, I'm happy to meet new people. As long as they aren't creeps or people who are just annoying. Yeah, happened many times. But anyway, stay safe, guys. Stay cool. And remember that rejection does not have to be personal. You don't have to, like, even if it's like a relationship or whatever, it's not just about that. It's you understanding that you can't get better unless you move away from that old place. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is. It's a transition to something better. And I'm not being corny here. It sucks. During the moment, it will feel like I can't do this, but you sure as hell can. And you sure as hell will. So yeah, have that faith in yourself. And I guess I'll see you guys in another video.